Hello, welcome to our channel. In this video we will know about some interesting, unusual, unknown and fun facts. Before that, subscribe our channel and like this video.
The iron is not the resource of Earth. It came from another planet. If you pull the iron inside a mountain it will be broke. Iron is a chemical element with symbol Fe and atomic number 26. It is a metal that belongs to the first transition series and group 8 of the periodic table. It is by mass the most common element on Earth, right in front of oxygen, forming much of Earth's outer and inner core. Iron is a chemical element on the periodic table. Pure iron is a soft metal with a grayish color. Iron was most likely first discovered before the 5th millennium BC, 5000 BC. Iron is a solid at room temperature. The symbol for iron is Fe. The atomic number for iron is 26. The standard atomic weight of iron is 55.845 U. Iron is in the transition metal group on the periodic table. Iron is a period 4 chemical element, which is the 4th row on the periodic table. Iron is a group 8 chemical element, which is the iron group. Iron has 4 stable isotopes and they are 54 Fe, 56 Fe, 57 Fe and 58 Fe. The melting point for iron is 2800 degrees Fahrenheit, 1538 degrees Celsius. The boiling point for iron is 5182 degrees Fahrenheit, 2862 degrees Celsius. Iron is the 4th most common element found in the Earth's crust. Iron is the 6th most common element found in the universe. Most of the Earth's outer and inner core is made up of iron. Iron makes up around 5% of the Earth's crust. Iron is the most naturally magnetic element on the periodic table. Iron is used to make the metal alloy steel by combing iron and carbon together. Steel is a very durable metal that can be used to make buildings materials, tools, vehicles, and so much more. Iron accounts for 0.005% of a human's body weight, with most of it in the hemoglobin and myoglobin proteins. Iron is an important part of human nutrition and helps with oxygen transportation and storage. Human blood gets its red color from iron and oxygen interacting with each other. Iron oxidation is what causes iron to rust. Iron oxide is created through a redox reaction of iron, oxygen, and water. The surface of Mars gets its red color from iron oxide, rust. Iron-made relics found in Egypt are believed to be made of iron from a meteoric origin. Iron is an Anglo-Saxon word that means metal. At one time the scientists thought that the Ramses II suffered from dental problems, arthritis, and hardening of the arteries and, most likely died from old age or heart failure. But French famous Sergeant Dr. Maurice Bucaille proved that his body contains the amount of salt that the sea contains. So he died from drowning in the Red Sea. The Earth was created in 6 days. The Earth's rotation is gradually slowing. The Earth was once believed to be the center of the universe. Earth has a powerful magnetic field. There is only one natural satellite of the planet Earth. Earth is the only planet not named after a god. The Earth is the densest planet in the solar system. It has a solid and active surface with mountains, valleys, canyons, plains, and so much more. Earth is special because it is an ocean planet. Water covers 70% of Earth's surface. Earth's atmosphere is made mostly of nitrogen and has plenty of oxygen for us to breathe. Five cool things your body can do. Your mind can keep you warm while naked in freezing temperatures. Your joints can predict the weather. You can channel superhuman strength to lift cars and boulders. Your mind can remember anything. The human body is made up of lot of things, but here we are going to talk about this in short. The human body is made up from extract clay. Then the body transfers into a drop of sperm, firmly fixed. Then the sperm made into a clot of coagulate blood, and of that clot embryo made, then lumps, bones, clothed the bones with flesh. Then developed another creation of it. Every living things are made up of water. We know that cells are mostly made up of water. Only after the invention of microscope water is mostly discovered. In the deserts of Arabia, the last thing someone who would have guessed is that life come from water. 30% of fresh water is in the ground. 1.7% of the world's water is frozen and therefore unusable. 1 Approximately 400 billion gallons of water are used in the United States per day. 1 Nearly one-half of the water used by Americans is used for thermoelectric power generation. 1 In 1 year, the average American resident uses over 100,000 gallons, indoors and outside. 1 Water can dissolve more substances than any other liquid including sulfuric acid. 1 The freezing point of water lowers as the amount of salt dissolved in it increases. With average levels of salt, seawater freezes at -2 degrees Celsius, 28.4 degrees Fahrenheit. 2 About 6,800 gallons of water is required to grow a day's food for a family of 4. To create 1 pint of beer it takes 20 gallons of water. 780 million people lack access to an improved water source. 4 In just 1 day, 200 million work hours are consumed by women collecting water for their families. 4 1/3 what the world spends on bottled water in 1 year could pay for projects providing water to everyone in need. 4 Unsafe water kills 200 children every hour. 4 Water weighs about 8 pounds a gallon. 5 It takes 120 gallons of water for 1 egg. 5 A jellyfish and a cucumber are each 95% water. 5 70% of the human brain is water. 5 80% of all illness in the developing world is water related. 6 Up to 50% of water is lost through leaks in cities in the developing world.